People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
Hey y'all, today we're going to get out of Austin and tour an amazing short-term rental property right on Lake LBJ in Granite Shoals. Then we'll head into nearby Marble Falls for an authentic Cajun lunch and top it off with a slice of world-famous pie from the Bluebonnet Cafe. I'm your host, Kim Treadaway, and this is American Dream TV on Lake LBJ. Just about an hour from Austin, Lake LBJ is part of the Highland Lakes, renamed in 1965 for President Lyndon B. Johnson in gratitude for his work as a United States Congressman and Senator toward the development of the project. Ladybird Blue is one of the first homes in a new development on the shores of Granite Shoals, a small city between Marble Falls and Kingsland, Texas. 2 identical primary suites, a king bedroom, and a bunk room for the kids. It boasts an open floor plan, a large swimming pool and hot tub, a spacious dining area, and a fully stocked game room for endless entertainment. This home includes a chef's kitchen and an outdoor grill, perfect for cooking for a crowd. Enjoy stunning west-facing sunset views, and on the 4th of July, watch the fireworks over the lakes, all from the comfort of home and in your pajamas. Let's head into town now and grab some lunch at the Real New Orleans-style restaurant. Originally based in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Real New Orleans-style restaurant proudly calls itself Where Cajun Meets Country. This restaurant is an excellent choice for lunch or dinner, offering a blend of authentic Cajun flavors and classic American cuisine. Aaron, thank you for having us today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about how the restaurant came to be.
Okay, so we had a small restaurant in New Orleans, and we decided to throw the community thank you. We all got together, cooked all kind of food, gumbo, crawfish etouffee, and all of that stuff. And we were asked at that time, would y'all mind opening up another restaurant? We hadn't thought about it until that event.
Right.
So everybody was enjoying the food so much, we decided, okay, well, that's an option. And then somebody came with a building available right outside of Marble Falls. So we decided at that time to go ahead and start a small restaurant. So it's been a tremendous success.
What a journey.
Yes.
What a journey. And all the people that work here, were they part of the original group that moved?
Some were, most were. Some we hired along the way. It's a family. As you notice, the place is full, and everybody seems to enjoy, our food.
Yes.
Not only that, we're cooking country fried steaks. And I didn't even know what a country fried steak was.
We've adapted
to local cuisine.
Oh.
So we're pretty versatile when it comes to food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. We'll never move away from your roots because the food here is amazing. We had red beans and rice and fried chicken for lunch. Fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Food brings everybody together, right?
What a ministry.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
A trip to Marble Falls wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Bluebonnet Cafe for a slice of their world-famous pie. Let's head down the road for dessert.
Well, welcome to the Bluebonnet Cafe. Thanks for coming to see us today.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Now, you're known for your world famous pies,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Tell me what flavors you have.
Well, we've got a wide range. We start with lemon cream, lemon meringue, coconut cream, coconut meringue, chocolate cream, and chocolate meringue. Then we have banana, German chocolate. We have peanut butter. We have pecan, cherry, apple, fudge. And this time of year, we do pumpkin.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot of flavors.
Yes.
What is your most popular flavor?
It's got to be coconut cream by far.
Coconut cream it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Can I have a slice of that
Absolutely.
coconut
Got
cream?
one right over here for you.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Oh, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that meringue. That is delicious. So good. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
So
in
nice
today.
to be here.
It's great
Thank
meeting you too.
A heartfelt thank you to the Bluebonnet Cafe for this amazing pie, the real New Orleans style restaurant, and the owners of Ladybird Blue for their incredible hospitality. I'm Kim Treadaway, and this is the American Dream. I'll see y'all next time.
Houston is rich with history. I'm Jen Hernandez, and I'm your host, financing the American Dream for almost 3 decades. My episodes focus on what I love about my native city of Houston. Today, we're going to visit Houston's oldest house, and we're also going to visit Houston's #1 historian and TV celebrity, Mr. McKinney. I can't wait to show you what's in store. Hi.
Hey Jen, how you doing?
Hi, good to see you.
Oh, likewise, this is exciting.
I know, thanks for having us today. Okay, so tell me about this place.
This is the 1823 old place here at the Heritage Society at Sam Houston Park. And this particular house was moved from the Clear Creek area around NASA, and it was moved here really as a teaching tool. Inside the home, we take students to check out what life was like back in the 1820s in the Republic of Texas days here in our area. So it really is a special space.
So tell us then about the Heritage Society,
Yeah,
which is where we are.
This is it. It's Sam Houston Park is the oldest park in the city, oldest municipal park in the city of Houston, founded back in 1899. So over 126 years plus, this park has been around as a City of Houston park. And these homes were moved here throughout 1954 up until 1994, actually. So 10 historic structures are used as teaching tools for Houston and young people and old people alike. We want to make sure people know that the Heritage Society at Sam Houston Park should be the first place that you visit when you come to Houston to learn about Houston's past. They've been doing it from 1954 on, unlike anybody else.
I love it. Okay, can you take me to the oldest house?
We will,
standing in
but first
Houston?
I want to show you William Marsh Rice's house, because that's a really special one as well. So let's go check out that house first.
Okay, cool, let's go.
This is super exciting. This is the 1850 Nichols Rice Cherry House. The home has 3 important owners. Ebenezer Nichols built the house in 1850. Now, he was the business partner of a guy named William Marsh Rice. A lot of us know early Houston merchant William Marsh Rice. There's his house, and you're gonna love this, okay? His wife actually passed away in the house, so we talk about that on the tours as well. And of course, we most know him for his amazing gift of Rice Institute, now called Rice University, back in 1912 when it opened. William Marsh Rice was famously murdered by his butler in New York City. So,
Murdered?
Murdered, and it
my
was
God.
Captain James A. Baker was the one who saved Rice University as personal attorney and the board president for Rice. So all these stories are captured. Now, one of the most significant owners is Emma Richardson Cherry, because she was an artist here in Houston and also one of the founders for the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. So we love that story as well. And it's just one of the great houses that are all here, all throughout the Heritage Society.
I love it. Now, I really want to see the oldest standing house.
Okay, we gotta go. We'll go
We
next.
gotta go, yeah. Okay, so we're finally here.
This is a big deal. This is the Kellum Noble house, and Zariah Noble probably has more of the history with this particular home because she lived here longer, and the house itself had a bunch of different iterations. For example, at one point it was the Parks Department's office. It also was the place for the Houston Zoo.
So there were actually animals here?
There were chickens and animals and bisons and everything too. The school was interesting because we did a renovation here a couple years back, and we found some amazing artifacts that are displayed in this case over here. And it really showcases that we found marbles, we found chocks of slate, other things that showcase that it was an early school, and she was known to do that too. So she was a business owner at the time, she was an entrepreneurial lady, and we talk about her for our women's history tours as well, but there's just so much history in this house, the oldest home in Houston on its original site. here we are. So this is the Houston History Bus. It's my idea that I had to really teach Houston to show school kids and adults. And it's the only one of its kind. So here we are in Houston, Texas. It's the best way to see the history of Houston, learn all about it.
I love it. All right, let's go. So I would love to know your history and how you got started as Mr. McKinney and this fabulous historian.
You know, I've always been fascinated with Houston history and Texas history. I think we're very blessed to live in Texas. We've got a very colorful state history. As many people know, the land that we're on right now used to be Mexico, used to be Spain, used to be France. It was a separate country from 1836 to 1845. So in having Texas and having really good teachers and educators all my life, I've really been able to take on that mantle and kind of just want to pay it forward, right? And pass it on to other people too. But really, it's taken people by storm. Here we are learning about different parts of Houston. Realtors love the bus, kids love the bus. Folks that are visiting Houston love the bus because they can learn about the city in a quick, fast way with old photos as we're riding around.
So tell us more about I want to hear about the kids. So how does this benefit the kids?
Yeah, it's a nonprofit model called the Houston Historical Foundation. And every time you join us on board the bus, you're actually sponsoring these free classroom tours for school kids. And that's what matters to me more than anything else because they get to ride the bus for free. So you get the gift of knowledge, but the kids get to really learn about the history of Houston in their classrooms. And you know, we all love riding on buses, right? So you get out of the classroom, it's the ultimate field trip. And a lot of times we do partner with the Heritage Society where they can tour the historic homes, but then they get to get on board the bus and drive around Houston and see where the history actually happened. So it's two opportunities and two different ways to learn.
So I've actually hired your bus 3 to 4 times.
Absolutely.
So every time I do that, money goes to fund
it's 2 classroom
another bus.
tours. Yes, it's 2 classroom tours of 30 kids, which is 60 kids total. So, I mean, right now, all the years we've been doing this, you and I together, you probably have over 300 kids that have ridden the bus for free because of your company and your generosity. So thank you.
Awesome.
So yes, absolutely. Loans with Jill.
I love it. I love it. I'm Jen, your American Dream TV host for Houston, financing the American Dream. Join us next time for everything I love about Houston.
Hi, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Keith Milkowitz, from right here in Bee Cave, Texas, and we're at the Hill Country Galleria. Today, we're going to explore one of my favorite neighborhoods called Belvedere, and it's nestled in the Texas Hill Country, just about 25 minutes outside of Austin, Texas. And then we're going to showcase one of my favorite custom builders, LTB Custom Design. What I love about this neighborhood is these green belts are just peaceful, tranquil, with lots of wildlife, deer, raccoons, squirrels, and birds. These beautiful heritage trees. It's so peaceful coming out here for a nice quiet walk or a nice exercise, run and jog. The community of Belvedere is a private gated community nestled about 25 minutes outside of downtown Austin. It has 1 to 3 acre lots, 223 home sites, and it's known for its hill country views, green belts with gorgeous, expansive live oak, heritage live oaks, and stocked beautiful ponds like this one behind me filled with fish. Welcome to 8601 Springdale Ridge Drive, this beautiful neighborhood in Belvedere. This home sits on 1.45 acres. This contemporary styled home has it all. And this open floor plan, the beautiful architecture, this is what exclusive luxury living is all about. Now, let's go meet the builder who actually built this beautiful home, LTB Custom Design. Let's go see what he has to say. Wow, Brent, this house is so beautiful. What an open floor plan. I love the glass doors, the sliders, the view, the hill country. You did a great job on this house. Thank you so much for being here today. It's so great to see you again.
It's good to see you, Keith.
Thank you so much. So Brent, thank you so much for being here. This is a fabulous home. I really appreciate this. From what I hear out in the field all the time, when clients want to build a custom home, it really comes down to price, quality, and timing. Tell me what LTB has to offer to bridge all that together.
Well, I think not all builders are made the same. For us, we have appetizer to dessert. We handle the whole process. So we have on-staff architecture services, we have on-staff interior design services, we have a project manager assigned to every single home that's there basically every day, and you're working very closely with the whole team, all combined to make that a positive experience.
What does having all of those things underneath one roof really do for the end user?
Well, it accomplishes the first three things you said. It helps on price because not only are we all combined on where we need to be, you're going to get a better quality by the whole team being together on what they're looking at, where our expectations are, and the long-term subs that we use. All those things will combine for a better quality. And then timing just goes faster when we have those things in-house versus those that don't.
I hear architectural design can be pretty expensive, and you have that in-house. How much cost savings do you think that really saves a client?
Our average on a home is probably about $20,000 for architectural services. Out in the market, that same home is going to range from $40,000 to $60,000. It means while we're designing, we're cost controlling and value engineering and doing all those things right from the first day, rather than getting a set of plans and having to just bid them and go. You save a lot of money and time and quality just on doing that.
What do you think the landmines and pitfalls are in the building process that people should avoid?
I think looking for someone that has these things in-house is a huge benefit. If you're going for architectural services outside of us, typically it's going to take 2 to 3 times as long from what we do. If you're doing interior design service outside of us, you're just going to take longer and they won't know our expectations. We're meeting with our team every single week on every house to go over where the job is, what's coming up, what we need. Our team is laser focused on each job to provide a great customer service experience for that.
Talk to me a little bit about quality and the importance of quality and price.
Quality falls on us as the builder more than ever. So having a builder that cares about the quality and has a monitoring system and a multi-layered check system to make sure the quality is there is extremely important to do. Pricing's also huge though. Every client we have is going to have a different budget and a different goal for getting things done. We can tailor their whole experience to where their budget is and what they need. So we build for a fairly wide variety of size and budgets when we do it, and we can tailor make that for them.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. LTB Custom Design, spectacular home. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to share this with other people. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Keith.
The appeal of living in a neighborhood in the Texas Hill Country like Belvedere is a slower lifestyle and a slower pace to get out of the hustle and bustle of the big city life of Austin. This is Belvedere, and a builder like LTB can make your dream come true. I want to thank you for joining us on this episode today. Stay tuned for more exclusive insights of what Austin has to offer, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Sabine McCullough, your Austin, Texas host for the American Dream TV. Today we are on Round Rock, just north of Austin, and I would like to take you on a little stroll through the historic downtown. It's a little chillier today, very unusual for Central Texas, but it can't hold us back, and we will be able to warm up later at a woodworking workshop at Board and Brush. So let's go. The city of Round Rock is named after a large round rock in Brushy Creek that served as a landmark for early settlers. Long gone are those days. Round Rock is rapidly growing with currently about 120,000 residents. It is frequently ranked among the best places to live in the US due to its affordability, safety, and community amenities. Walking downtown, you find an abundance of restaurants, bars, cute little shops like a candy store, a gift shop, and cafes. There's a plaza with a splash pad to cool off on hot days, and our brand new library is around the corner. May Street takes you into a historic neighborhood where you are greeted by the Round Rock Mansion. and the street continues to be lined with unique and charming homes. Round Rock is known for its high quality of life, thriving economy, and family-friendly atmosphere. Not surprising, the city has great family events and over 30 parks, including Old Settlers Park, which offers sports fields, walking trails, playgrounds, and picnic areas. Round Rock is also known as the sports capital of Texas. It is home to the Round Rock Express, our minor league baseball team. The beautiful family atmosphere at their games, which often end with stunning fireworks, makes the Round Rock Express games in the Dell Diamond a fun and regular family destination. And yes, Round Rock is also home to global headquarters of Dell Technologies. Something that also gained popularity way across the city and state borders are the Round Rock donuts, known for their unique color. People are debating whether the famous hand-rolled donuts are yellow or orange. Now let's get one of the famous Round Rock donuts and head over to our workshop.
Welcome to Board and Brush.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome in.
I brought some Round Rock donuts. Actually, I brought a big Texan donut, the Texas-sized one, for everyone to eat.
Look at that. We're in Texas, you gotta do big.
Yes, so I need your opinion though.
Oh, okay.
Yellow or orange?
Oh, it is definitely orange. Orange glaze.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope everyone will enjoy it. So you are a sip and build place?
Paint and sip is the technical term. Yeah, so we're a paint and sip. You come in, you bring some beverages or some snacks with you, and you come and have a great time with friends or family or colleagues. You come in and you make one of these beautiful projects like what you see on the walls.
Crazy question. My handwriting is terrible. How do I make it look like that?
So I like to say you don't have to have an artistic bone in your body to make what you see here. We use stencils, and the stencils do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So all the designs are done in that manner to make it nice and easy for you.
Cool. Can you give us a little tour and tell us where you get your supplies, like the wood and...
Oh, sure. Follow me around. This is kind of the entrance of the studio. If we go back a little bit, these are our project tables. You can see here we have some wood set out for today's workshop. And this is what we start with. We start with this raw boring wood, and we're gonna turn it into a masterpiece. We have all these different paint colors and stain colors to choose from. So if you look at our paint bar, there's about 90 different colors here for you guys to choose from. So it really gives you the options to customize your projects. No two projects will leave looking exactly the same. We've got all those different stain colors to choose from, and we talk about all sorts of different paint techniques as well.
And if my favorite color is not among the 90, can I mix it?
You absolutely can.
Cool.
As far as where we get our wood from, we do have a few different suppliers. So we're buying wood in bulk. I'm usually buying at least 2,000 or 3,000 pounds of wood at a time.
Oh, and how many signs are being made like a month?
It varies. This month, we're probably gonna have at least 100, 120 leave each week because we're in our busy season.
Well, let me go change.
All right.
And let's get started.
All right.
Is there a favorite stain and paint color that people use?
Ooh, great questions. We have two favorite stain colors. So our early American is going to be one, and then the other one is dark walnut, which is what we have here on our furniture.
Cool.
We actually made our own furniture and used our own stains. So,
and do you have favorite designs of people?
There are definitely some popular designs. We release new releases every single month. And so it does change every month. Right now, I would say our pedestals are one of our more popular projects. So we do see a lot of the pedestal designs coming through.
Okay, cool. This turned out really nicely. And my family finally has a cute storage box for all our footballs, pickleballs, and other sports equipment. If you are looking for something fun to do with family or friends, check out Board and Brush in Round Rock. Thank you so much for joining us on our little stroll through downtown. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something in our workshop. And I'll see you next time here at the American Dream TV.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Scott Greenberg. Today we're at Legacy West in Plano, Texas. Plano is one of Dallas's largest suburbs with over 800 dining establishments. Here in Legacy West, there's about 20 upscale restaurants, but the attitude is just vibrant. Let's check it out. We're about to walk into Legacy Hall. Legacy Hall is like an upgraded food court. It's very upscale. I like to call it a food court on steroids. Let's go check it out. We're at Legacy Hall now. There's more than 20 upscale restaurants here, but it's very casual, as you can tell. This is a great venue with entertainment and concert area, plus all these great restaurants. They've got everything from wine to waffles. Let's take a look around. There are about 35 to 40 total restaurants in Legacy West. The Shops of Legacy is about a mile away, and that has about another 30 restaurants. The Boardwalk at Granite Park has 10 to 12 more restaurants. All of that's within a 2-mile radius of here. The Shops of Legacy is a great place to come to when you want a great night out. It's vibrant, as you saw. Let's go find that place. We're at Covino's Pasta and Pizza in the heart of Plano. This is one of my favorite local restaurants. Very chill, very laid back, and I got my bottle of wine. Let's go check it out. I'm honored to be here with my friend Joe Covino, restaurant owner for about 34 years in this same location. Joe, thank you for meeting.
That's all right. Thank you for coming out.
Well, let's go in and talk about your food and your restaurant a little bit.
I'll follow you. How's that?
So Joe, you've been in this location 34 years now. What were you thinking that first time 34 years ago when you were about to open your door?
It was pretty scary, actually, but it was great. I mean, it's something I always wanted to do, and I couldn't do it with my dad, which is what my plan was originally as a youngster, and I ended up working for a big company, moved me around the country, brought me down here, and I was out of work at the time. This thing came up, and it's what I always wanted to do, so I did it.
What was the inspiration for your food, or what were you trying to accomplish with your food?
Really, what I was trying to do is, I know how transient Plano has always been, and back then very transient, and I wanted to bring people to home, kind of get a homey feel in here and get people in here to make them feel like they were at home.
You named this Covino's Pasta and Pizza for a specific reason.
Yeah, well, originally because if I just did Covino's restaurant, if I didn't say something Italian, Covino could be very much construed as a Mexican name, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew it was Italian. And the pasta and pizza, I wanted to make sure that everybody knew. I used pasta first before pizza, and I don't know if it really worked that way, but my thought was that you would think it more of rather than a pizza joint, a full restaurant. So it wasn't pizza emphasized, it was more pasta emphasized.
So tell me about the recipes.
Okay, well, the recipes are inspired by a few different things. Recipes came from my grandmother, my mother, my father, and myself, and some friends helped me out with some things that I couldn't quite get the way I wanted them. And that's it, but it's basically a Southern Italian menu.
Wonderful.
With a little inspiration in New York, the New York type.
So I know that you're about to bring us some food out. Two of my favorites, you got New York style pizza, and I think you're bringing out manicotti for us?
Yes, yeah.
Wonderful. So Joe, you've got pictures all around the restaurant. Do they have any special meaning?
Well, they're all 99% of the photos are actually family photos and or You know, Italians have aunts and uncles and cousins that aren't really aunts and uncles and cousins. So it's either, it could be them as well, a couple of really close friends, but they're all family. This group behind me is my dad and mom, and it has to do with his restaurant back in New York in the 50s.
Very excited about this.
And Scott, you asked about the recipes before.
Yes.
Manicotti is a recipe that my grandmother did and my mother both did.
I'm your host, Scott Greenberg. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time on American Dream TV.
Welcome to Galveston Island, where coastal charm meets rich history. I'm Cynthia Corder, your Galveston realtor and friend, and today we're diving into one of the island's most beloved spots, the Strand Historic District. This area was once nicknamed the Wall Street of the South in the late 19th century. These buildings you see, they have withstood the test of time, even surviving the devastating 1900 storm that completely reshaped this island forever. Today, the Strand is a vibrant mix of history and modern life, full of these unique shops, these local eateries, and annual events like Dickens on the Strand during Christmas time and Mardi Gras Galveston in the spring. But what I love the most is how it captures the spirit of this island. We're resilient, welcoming, and full of life. There's one place on the Strand where the past really comes to life, Laking's Confectionery, located right behind me. Now, this family-owned candy store has been a staple here for nearly a century, and what we're about to see is how they make their famous saltwater taffy. Come on, let's go. Juan, thank you so much for having us here.
For having me.
Tell me, what makes Laking's Confectionery so special?
Of course, my taffy. Most of the chocolates, ice cream is made here, shakes are made here, and all the sundaes and floats, they're all homemade here, all from scratch.
All from scratch, that's amazing. So Laking's Confectionery, how long has this been here in Galveston, like a Galveston staple?
1976.
Been here since 1976.
Yes.
So you are the taffy man here at Laking's Confectionery.
Maybe the only one in Texas.
Is that right? Wow, how long have you been making the taffy here?
10 years, I'm going on 11 years making the taffy.
Over a decade.
Yes.
Wow, it's amazing. It is some really neat.
It is a hard job.
Is it? It's very physical.
You have to be very athletic to do that.
You gotta have some biceps.
Yeah, it is heavier at times. It is dead weight, so a 40-pound batch does feel like 60 pounds.
Well, it's so exciting. Thank you for letting me help you make some taffy today. That was quite exciting. And it was delicious.
It's always a privilege when somebody wants to step in and make my tattoo. Gives me some rest in place, and then I get to see what I'm actually doing by the hands of others.
Yeah, and you put on quite a show here. So if you're here in Galveston, Laking's Confectionery, we're located on the beautiful historic Strand here in Galveston. You can taste fresh taffy. You can watch Juan here, the taffy man at work, making this delicious taffy. Thank you so much, Juan.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bye. There's nothing quite like the Strand, and Laking's is just one of the many treasures you're gonna find here. But now we're heading out on the water to meet some of Galveston's most playful locals. You will not want to miss this. Let's go. Here we are today at Pier 21 in Galveston in the historic Strand District. And we are here with Captain Adam. Thank you so much for meeting us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited to jump on your boat. The Dolphin Baywatch Tour is here at Pier 21. Well, we want to talk to you a little bit about it. Tell us about your tours, what makes it so special,
Absolutely.
And all that.
So we're located here at Pier 21 in Galveston's Baywatch Dolphin Tours. We do 45-minute tours here in the harbor. It's a lot of dolphins in the harbor, and we run every hour on the hour, and people just absolutely love it. It's a great time.
So tell us about the dolphins in the harbor.
Yes.
Why is it such a cool place for the dolphins?
Absolutely. So they love this harbor. They've made this their breeding and birthing ground. And like any wild animal, they won't leave a food source. So every high tide, we get an influx of shrimp and fish in here, and they just stay here year round. And they are very active, very playful all year long.
Wow. So we're right here next to the cruise ship terminals. So when the cruise ships come through, raises, kick in the buffet.
These dolphins know when the cruise ships leave, because when they leave, they kick the bottom up, and up comes shrimp, and they're right there to grab them.
Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to get on the boat and check out these dolphins for myself.
Let's go find some dolphins.
Let's do it. Well, that's all for today, but the American dream doesn't end here. From Galveston's historic streets to its stunning waters, the island isn't someplace you will likely forget. I'm Cynthia Corder, your Galveston realtor and friend, always here to guide you home.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American dream.